Hey guys, hello. I know no one's here, but hello anyway. Early hello. I got there first. Not sure if anyone will come here or if they won't, but I'm going to go ahead and do a daily energy read and see what comes up. You can ask any question for any donation. I'll pull 3 cards for you and answer your question for any donation. Although I know that most people want to know about love, so I'm no different. Everyone's the same. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and pull some cards for the daily energy read. Okay, so we've got the Death card, the King, a Knight, and a Queen. So maybe there's some sort of money situation that could be coming to an end or changing, transforming. There could be some news coming in. You could be trying to save something from coming apart, or maybe this is more some sort of collateral damage control that may be happening here for a lot of you, for some of you, for all of us. Or maybe that's just the overall energy for now that Spirit wants us to pay attention to that. Maybe this is talking about health. We have got the King of Discs and the Queen of Discs and Death and the Knight of Swords. So yeah, and the Devil card here as well. With the Three of Cups. I think it is because we've got the Three of Cups groups. They say that this coronavirus is spread through, being in groups, contact, someone sneezing on you, or you touching the same thing that they touched with an infected hand or whatever tissue. So yeah, it looks like Spirit is saying, I think Spirit is saying, take heed, listen, think quickly, and think on your feet in this circumstance. Although I know that, I think it's saying be vigilant, pay attention, think. There is, it is definitely something that we need to be paying attention to in our day-to-day lives. Most definitely, I don't want to scare anybody, but yeah, we do need to pay attention. There will be deaths here, most definitely. Yeah, people. There's something to do with people in power here as well. Yeah, something to do with people in power is here. They see what's going on, so maybe the cards are saying that there are people in place that are monitoring the situation, that are, recording the amount of deaths, the effects that it's having on people, how the virus travels, how it affects people. That is all in this Queen of Discs card. You can see here, you probably can't see, but yeah, there's like 3 people in the background here, and pink and green individuals, with the vulture attacking the back of this individual here. Vultures, we know, come when there's a death. Then we've even got the Death card as well. So yeah, it will affect families. It will affect work, it looks like here, infrastructure. Yeah, there'll be changes, hospitals. There's images here of hospitals, and yeah, it may seem a bit chaotic. at some stages. But I feel like with the King and the Queen of Discs, that there is a lot of stability here, along with the people looking over the situation. So um, I think it is, yeah, about damage control, and they're doing everything they can. And you just have to remain vigilant. You need to, as an individual, think about solutions in your own environment. So doing whatever you can to prevent the spread of the illness, and to protect yourself and your family. Oh, hello. Good morning. Good morning, Melissa. Yeah, just thinking on your feet, keeping your hands clean. Um, you don't want any blood on your hands. That's what came through. So yeah, my spirit guides are quite dramatic. So yeah, you don't want any blood on your hands. Like, yeah, my spirit guides seem to be quite dramatic, or maybe they are taking it very seriously. I mean, you know, there will be people that will be affected negatively. So yeah, 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 yeah. It is spread through uh, the breath here. It's spread through the breath, most definitely. Protect yourself. Spirit is saying, protect yourself, protect your family. Maybe, the elderly are the most affected, and the people that already have underlying issues. Mm. But yeah, Spirit is saying, unfortunately, there will be a lot of deaths. So that's quite morbid. So think on your feet here with the Knight of Swords. Think on your feet. Um, be intelligent. Be innovative as well. Think of your own ideas. Like, yes, of course, the government's going to give you advice, but you have to use your own common sense. You have to think about what can you do as an individual. So you have to be very clever here. Yeah, be really, really clever and think outside the box. Know what you know is right for you, um, through your own logic and common sense. Like, even though the UK government haven't told anyone to stay at home and to continue pretty much as normal, just carry a tissue, wash your hands, which I understand is very useful and applicable advice. It wouldn't really be. I mean, we've seen it progress in other countries really rapidly. So wouldn't we, just as a preventative measure, just if you can work from home, work from home? Don't wait until it spreads so far and then say, okay, we're moving to this stage. Now everyone's, are we waiting for a number of deaths before action is taken? Protection is required for any battle. Yeah, good morning. Good morning, everyone. Good morning. Yeah. Yeah, most definitely. So yeah, absolutely. Protection is better than a cure, So yeah, that seems to be what Spirit wants you guys to know. And maybe, we need to listen. The Death card has shown up. 2 cards about health have shown up, and thinking on your feet have shown up, along with groups and images of. So Spirit's being quite clear. Yeah. The message I have been getting for the last week has been about having a covering. It is scary to be immune compromised right now. Yeah, it is scary. It is scary. But they have said that it is worse than flu, but it's not much worse. So it's about immunity. I think eating the right foods, taking your vitamins. They say vitamin C. I think the usual vitamin C that you're getting, like a standard pack of vitamins, isn't that good. There's another type of vitamin C that's more natural, but all in all, natural consumption of vitamins is the best way to defend your immune system rather than anything else. But yeah, I still take my vitamins anyway, and just eat as well as you can, and yeah, protect yourself, stay safe, work from home if you can. Yeah. But Spirit's got your back. Spirit's brought you to this video. Spirit has brought you a message. So we have to have faith. We need to think as positively as we can. Be thankful. Focus on positive outcomes. Know that miracles happen every day. And you can never have too many miracles, right? So, yeah. Yeah. Okay. I don't know what else to say, and I don't want to say the wrong thing, and I wasn't expecting that to come through in the reading. Yeah. Okay, I'm not sure what else I should read about. Yeah, me too. Yeah, absolutely. Just eat well, keep yourself safe. Apparently, like, it's going to peak like within 3 weeks. So whenever there's an outbreak, it lasts around about 3 weeks. Although I think in China it was like a few months, but then they kind of let it get out of control. So yeah. Oh, thank you. Thank you. That's really kind for the donation. Sorry, I can barely see. I'm trying not to get on camera, so I'm like down. But yeah, thank you so much for that donation. I really appreciate that. Thank you. So what else should I read about? I can do a reading for you, the person who gave the donation. What else should I read about? Let's look at love, right? Love is always a nice distraction from our worries. A bit of romance. What's that say? The pandemic is fed by the mass of highlighted media coverage. Yeah, definitely. I think sometimes there can be too much information, but it's the way of the world, isn't it? It's the way of the world. All right, love. Let's look at love. Let's look at love. Should I go sign by sign? Element by element? Or do you want to keep looking into the coronavirus? All right. Elements, please. Okay. No problem. Okay, so we've got the Ace of Discs. So I'm going to go with Earth first. So that's Capricorn, Virgo, and Taurus. Got the Queen of Wands. I want to pull 2 more cards. 7 of Wands and 6 of Wands for our Earth signs. Okay, so the Queen of Wands, the Ace of Cups. Okay, so it looks like there is new love. It looks like coming in. You know what, let me get my other phone and then I can watch this and see the comments like at the same time. One sec. Sorry, I should be more prepared. This is like quite new for me. But yeah, you can ask questions, just give a donation and I'll be more than happy to do that for you. But yeah, oh, now it's not working. Oh, I have to just keep trying. So yeah, Queen of Wands, Six of Wands, Seven of Wands. So some sort of victory is ours, Earth signs. I'm also an Earth sign. So oh yeah, you can ask a question without it being related to love. Absolutely. Sorry, I just saw the question. Yeah. So we've got the Ace of Cups. There's a new love here for, or some sort of opening of the heart chakra, a new love connection. This is quite a high vibration as well. So it looks like Spirit wants to let you know that there is a high vibration of love around you. Maybe it's coming towards you. Maybe this will be a new person. This could be somebody that maybe lives from afar, lives at a distance. I see a ship here and water. It could be someone that lives from a distance that has a lot of emotions for you, but keeps them locked away and hasn't told you. That's what it seems here. So, yeah, the Queen of Wands may be talking towards sexuality, confidence. I feel like for some of you, you could be dealing with a guy who maybe is quite feminine, or maybe it's just talking about a man who is quite passionate, maybe usually is quite masculine on the outside, but underneath it all, they are quite emotional. And definitely towards you, they feel very soft. They may be wanting to take action here. They could just see you as very, very sexy, very attractive, very enticing, and just very confident, powerful in your own right, very independent. You may feel like you've won something. You may feel like that by standing your ground on an issue in the near past, that or maybe currently, that it's proved to be victorious. It's paid off. So yeah, that's a very short and concise reading. But yeah, that's pretty much. Okay. I can see sunshine. Yeah, haters will hate. You're right, Melissa. Haters will hate. It's just you just whatever you pay attention to grows, right? So just don't pay attention to it. Focus on something positive and that will grow, right? Yeah. I'm just reading through the comments, sorry. Yeah, we can definitely look into that. I am asking for donations. I am. So if you would be kind enough, even if it's just $1 or £1 or whatever, whatever it is for your currency of your country, it's fine. Any donation is fine, and then I'll answer a question, no problem. I'm going to go ahead and do fire signs. Okay. So a whole load of cards when it's come up for you, fire signs. Got the Five of Discs. So it looks like some of you feel heartbroken or abandoned, forgotten, neglected, ignored. The High Priestess here would suggest that at this time, it's almost a dark night of the soul, and there's some sort of maybe psychic messages that are coming to you. You're tapping into yourself. So this time may have come about for you and kind of brought an opportunity for you to kind of tap into the deepest parts of yourself and inner wisdom. You may have needed this time alone, basically, to tap into something that maybe you weren't seeing. This time that you now have apart has given you insight that actually may be quite useful and empowering for you, and definitely give you some sort of leverage here with the High Priestess. Yeah, so this could also be your ancestors, maybe. Yeah, this could maybe be your ancestors that have given you this message here with the Empress card and the way that it's depicted here. They may have been looking out for you, so you may have dodged a bullet as much as you feel you have not. The Nine of Swords, the Two of Swords, the Six of Swords. So yeah, the Nine of Swords again does confirm that there is this definite time alone, sadness. But I feel like you definitely are protected. In fact, in this card, it shows that you are empowered. We're okay. You're okay. All right. And this, yeah, you just maybe just feel like maybe everywhere you look, nothing seems to be maybe getting better, or you just maybe just feeling very, very negative. So as much, again, talking about vibration, I feel like your vibration may have come down quite a lot. However, it's got more to do maybe with something that you found out, something that you've realized through your own intelligence, investigation, your own wisdom, your intuition, your psychic messages maybe that have been given to you. Oh, there's a donation. Oh, thank you for the donation. Oh, thank you. Thank you, Melissa. I'm glad that it resonates. Yeah, and I can see here that, with the High Priestess, it can also be talking about you possibly looking at, tarot videos, tarot readings, or maybe getting your own, or using your own cards or something like that. There's definitely something here where you've got some sort of connection here, I think, to spirit, maybe even more so your ancestors, that there's messages, information, downloads. Someone's been watching out for you. So, and it could be like a mother figure, maybe your grandma, your great grandma. It could even be a man, to be honest, because there's a man and a woman in this picture. So, but I do see definitely the woman is standing, and she's wearing all white. So it could definitely be like a female. Oh, we've got a question. Has my great grandma been trying to communicate? Oh my goodness, I just said that. You. Is it Sora 4690? Yeah, I just said that. There's a message that's being brought to you, like I said, and you may feel alone, but you're not alone. It's like it's time that maybe you do need alone. In actual fact, you're dodging a bullet. So you may feel like, oh, I've lost out, but actually it's like, actually no, this road is way better than maybe the other road you would have gone down. This person maybe you were dealing with, maybe you missed them. Really weird that you said that right at the same time. I know, that is so weird. I don't even know how, I don't know. Thoughts have been about my great grandfather and stepfather. Yeah. I think it is quite a time. I mean, I don't know if any of you watch The Peace Dealer. I love a lot of these YouTube channels, especially astrology ones. But yeah, some of my favorites are the Peace Dealer and Scarlet Moon Tarot. But the Peace Dealer is talking about a time where he constantly kind of reports and gives feedback about how the veil has been lifting since 2012. And definitely we've seen that with this explosion on YouTube of like tarot readers and psychics and astrologers and everything else, that I haven't mentioned. So yeah, he's interesting, and I wouldn't be surprised if a lot of our ancestors on like a lot of the old ways, of connecting with the universe, the creator, spirit, that have been kind of dulled down through patriarchy and some more mainstream patriotic or patriarch that's the word, religions. Yeah, I think that the feminine is kind of really coming back. I think that feminine is very much relates to spirit and that kind of psychic connection that we have with the earth, with the universe, with our ancestors. I feel that it's kind of all coming back. And so, yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if a lot of our ancestors are reaching out and trying to get our attention, you know. Oh, I'm sorry about that, Melissa. May they rest in peace, or rest in paradise, as they say. So yeah, the Two of Swords talks about a decision that needs to be made when it comes to love. I mean, yeah, I think it's saying here again, the Two of Swords usually talks about when you have enough information, I'll be able to make a decision. And again, we talked about information coming in that I feel is going to help you make a decision about moving forward. I think Spirit is saying walk to the light, whatever that means. Walk to the light, walk to what's positive. If anything is negative, walk away from it. I'm even getting for some of you that there could have been threats of violence or like threats or a feeling of unsafety, manipulation, or just maybe excess in some way. Like I'm getting devil card energy, like excess, someone doing too much, drinking too much, gambling too much, or being too dominant, being too aggressive. Spirit is saying, or your ancestors are saying, find peace, go towards the light. Yeah. The Six of Swords again is saying, move forward, move towards solutions, move towards what's working. Don't stay in this emotional turmoil that isn't that's only kind of lowering your vibration. So there's definitely some sort of information about vibrations and messages coming through here. And these cards literally spilled out of the deck. Like I was only going to take 3 cards, and you guys, I think I've got about 12 or more. So yeah, 9 of discs. So yeah, this could be something to do with your health, looking after yourself. Page of Wands, good news maybe in the future. Again, I'm seeing information here about you looking after your health. Excess, exactly. Trying to let the feminine work with my masculine. Yeah, just got chills. Yeah, oh my gosh. I find that actually, I remember once, sorry, I'm just looking at 4690. Yeah, about the chills. I actually done a reading once, and a lady asked me about, sorry, I probably shouldn't be giving too much information away, but yeah, I was asked once about her love interest, and all that came through was like her dead husband. Like it was weird. So yeah, I find that ancestors, people that have passed on, people that still really care about us, like their energy still seems to linger somewhere around, like, and yeah, from time they just watch over I don't know what happens when they go over to the other side. They get assigned positions to look after people. Don't know what it is, but I know that it happens. So from my experiences. So yeah. So yeah, I think it'd be a good idea for those of you that are interested, in like possibly connecting to your ancestors, your own, obviously your loving ancestors, not the ancestors that you, because not every family member we're going to be proud of, right, or want to connect with. But I think for those of you that do want to um, connect with your more positive and protective and loving ancestors, definitely do some research. Do some research. There's so much good information, especially like if, like, say you're, especially if it relates to your culture, because again, your culture is your history, is your background, right? Your heritage. So if you know that you're from Germany, then you should look into more Germany type, backgrounds and religions that will connect you a lot easier to your ancestors and your more ancient, more wiser ones as well. So yeah, and again, if you're from the Caribbean, likelihood is your ancestry is somewhere in Africa. So again, African religion. So yeah, and Chinese, etc. But then you can always do what you want after. Obviously, it's your choice what you do altogether. But that would be my little 2 pence worth of opinion. Yeah. Yeah. So yeah, definitely look after your health. That's going to be important. Again, that definitely feeds into vibration. The Queen of Swords, the Nine of Wands. Spirit is saying, cut this person all the way out. Cut them out. Spirit is not the Queen of Swords and the Nine of Wands. The Nine of Wands is like, back away from me. Don't come any closer. I'm really sensitive right now. Like, or I'm really whatever. Yeah, there's even a sword in this picture of cutting something off, I feel. So it's about choice as well. You may need to make a distinct choice about what you're letting into your life and what you're not letting in. The Ten of Wands, Ace of Swords, Two of Wands. So yeah, the Two of Wands talks about being optimistic about what could be as you leave something behind. Having new ideas, accepting new ideas, almost in a sense, kind of to an extent, having a new perspective, but allowing new ideas to form, thinking of new ways to do things, and really listening to these new ideas or messages maybe that are being given to you and considering them, and being willing to make tough decisions that you know are right for you. Because it's only, you don't, love should be, or relationship should be, or this situation should be pleasant. It should be beneficial. It should be make you happy. If it's not, then spirit is saying, well, why are you doing it then? That's what spirit seems to be saying. It's like they're saying you're the Queen of Swords. You can make a decision. You can defend yourself. You're intelligent. You're informed. So yeah, be empowered and make a decision. And as you make this decision as well, I feel that again, as you close one door, other doors open. That's just the natural kind of way of things, right? So yeah, spirit of discernment, exactly. So yeah, so that was quite a little pass through there, but yeah, could be a completion of a cycle there in that situation as well. I know that for some of you in that situation, there could be maybe a family involved, which could make it difficult for you to move and maneuver. But Spirit's got your back. Okay, all right, so I'm going to do, who are we doing? Water signs. I'm going to do water signs. Thank you for being here, by the way, for your comments. I appreciate it. So, yeah, I think SAR 4690. I think we answered your question, but you know what? I'm going to pull 3 cards for you separately. Oh, thank you, SAR 4690. I was just about. Oh, okay. Yeah. Yeah. I was thinking, wow, just as you were about to go, I was like, should I do that? That's really interesting. Yeah, I think we've got a connection, me and you. I think I'm connected to everyone actually who comes to my channel. They're definitely SAR. They seem to be on the same schedule. So let's see what comes out for you for your grandmother. Gosh. Okay, so magician, messages, communication. Yeah, so communication, it looks like they may want you to communicate. Yeah. We've got the magician card here, which is a master or ruled by Mercury. So yeah, definitely I feel your grandmother or definitely something about communication here. Quickly. 3 of Wands. So yeah, they're waiting. Maybe they're waiting. They may feel like they can help you through maybe a difficult time. Is it got something to do with traveling, the seas? There's water that seems to be throughout here. I'm actually getting more of a male energy than a female energy for you. Yeah. Yeah. 6 of Cups. Yeah. Soulmates. So this could be someone that definitely knew you when you were a child. They feel very connected to you. It's coming through as more of a male energy. Yeah, I was gonna say, is it your dad? And yeah, I think that they really miss you. They could be waiting for some sort of communication. Maybe they're always waiting. They want you to talk with them, or they want you to. They miss you. Um, yeah, they want to give you a loving message. They just really love you. That's what they want to tell you. Ah. Well, the Ten of Swords is here. I mean, it hasn't really. Yeah, the Ten of Swords is here. So I mean, immediately when I saw that, I thought, oh gosh, what am I going to say? Because it's not really the nicest card with regards to messages. But yeah, this could be talking about some sort of grief. Yeah, some sort of grief that maybe has, been endured recently. But definitely they have, I think, most likely been trying to communicate with you. I don't know if maybe you share possibly the same birthday, or you're born in the same month, or you're both air signs, or you're both the same sign or same, yeah. But yeah, that they feel like communication with you would be easy, natural. maybe because of the simple ancestry kind of connection, the family connection. Yeah. They maybe want you to take some action on that as well, and consider new ideas. Like maybe you feel that I don't know anything about connecting with my ancestors, or this is creepy, or I don't know, I've heard so many scare stories. I think Spirit is saying maybe have a bit more of an open mind, and take more action in those areas to make contact, to connect, to, even if it's just maybe simple things like leaving an offering to, your ancestors, or when, if you don't want to talk to them directly and you pray to God, you could just say, God, I hope that my ancestors or my family are well. Or, it could be kind of a not so direct connection, but I think maybe they want to just be acknowledged, and they want to let you know they do miss you, they do love you. This person looks like it's a man. They do love you, and they just wanted to tell you that they love you. That's all I can really see here. But yeah, communication isn't a thing, and it's something to be mastered. It's like with the Magician card here, it's something to be mastered. It's something that you maybe would need to learn more about, and then take action and keep an open mind. Okay, so that's the little mini reading for you. Oh, he was in Aries. Okay. So I hope that was okay. You can go to bed now if you want. All right, so I've done earth signs, fire signs. I was going to do water signs, wasn't I? Water signs, and then after that I will do air. Oh, yeah, good night. Yeah. I've 4690. Yeah, there was some definitely. They feel like they can help you with something. That's what the card seems to be saying about this Ten of Swords. They want to be able to help you, so they're saying, talk to us. Ask us for help. We might just be able to help you. Maybe they're also encouraging you to speak to angels. A lot of people believe that angels are. In fact, they say there's more angels than there are people, right? So, and they're all pretty much assigned to helping the human race according to a lot of, religious texts. So, yeah, definitely. Oh, not so much religious, but spiritual as well. So yeah, I think Spirit's saying call on those. But anyway, I won't keep you up any longer. Have a lovely sleep, because I'm a bit of a chatbox sometimes. Yeah, you're welcome. Six of Swords, Two of Discs, Queen of Wands, Sun cards. Could be talking about a decision that you feel that you can't make because you're very emotionally invested, and therefore you can't really see the forest for the trees. Oh, thank you. Oh, thank you so much. That's really generous of you. That's really, really sweet. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Oh, I'm humbled now. Thank you. All right. So yeah, for the water signs, there could be some confusion. The Seven of Cups, to me, usually I feel always inclined to say, don't make a decision just yet. Give it some time. Let sit with the decision. Maybe sleep on it. But it's probably not a good time to make a decision. However, we do have centrally here the Two of Discs, which again talks about decision. But the Two of Discs is probably the most indecisive of the decision cards. So again, you need to be weighing up your pros and cons. You need to be feeling things out, thinking about what you really are wanting to let go of, what you can live without, what you can't. Like this is like deciding as well, like where you want to put your energy into and where you don't. You know, how much energy do you have? How much resources do you have? Are you using it wisely? Um, you know, is we obviously, I think this is also saying that obviously in life nothing's ever going to be perfect, but when is something too much? When is something too much? So for some of you, that's the question here. That you know, you may very well love someone a lot, but what are you maybe sacrificing? What are you giving up? Is it worth it? So that could be a question for some of you. But the Six of Swords is here, which shows there will be a positive progress. There will be solutions found. Again, maybe communication's important, maybe travel may also be happening here as well for some of you. Something to do with travel here. Again, the Queen of Wands is here. So there could be a Leo. We've got the King and Queen of Wands. So you two could be very compatible. One of you could be a Leo or have a strong Leo kind of placement, a strong Leo energy. To be honest with you, with all that I've said initially, those issues may be quite minor. So I think what I've said initially is only for a few people. For a lot of you, you are actually at a positive decision point in your relationship. And it's really a case of, you know, you found your Nine of Cups, right? You've got the Sun card here. What's leaving you indecisive? The Knight of Discs. Yeah. A slowness to react. Maybe you're pacing yourself, so maybe you've met someone. Maybe it looks to me like this isn't just someone you just met. This is quite a, not maybe a long-standing relationship, but maybe it's been about 6 weeks. It's been at least a week or so that you've maybe been with this person. And you just seem to be very compatible. You seem to make each other very happy. The Nine of Cups is here, so I think you both make each other look good as well. There's a lot of happiness here. I just think that someone may be a bit scared of making it serious, making it like totally committed. So there could be a kind of fear of commitment here, but it's nothing that a good old conversation wouldn't resolve here with the Six of Swords. So maybe Spirit is saying you know, if you find that this person you're dealing with is slowing down, it may be worth just being very honest, having a heart-to-heart with this person and talking with them about what it is that they're avoiding possibly with regards to committing and making a final commitment. Is it that they maybe they're committed to work more than anything else? But there's definitely some indecision here. Someone is toying with the idea of it being committed. I feel there'll be a positive outcome. Yeah, I feel there will be a positive outcome. Yeah, so it's just a really great reading. There's no sort of issues I don't really see here for water signs. It could be that if you haven't found someone yet, that you may, with the Six of Swords here, find someone maybe on a trip, maybe going to see family, traveling with family. But there's definitely some solutions that can be gained through heart to hearts, and just trying to be as honest as you can be with each other. Yeah, talking about any elephants in the room. So there could be that kind of energy, like where there's like an elephant in the room. Someone's maybe always kind of playfully dodging the issue of, being totally committed, someone maybe just really likes their independence or their freedom. And there could be a concern that by settling down with one person, it will be more of a loss than a gain. But again, I don't think it's like a really big issue at all. Like, I'm not getting any major, although the Five of Cups is here, but it's in reverse. And yeah, I don't feel that. I think it's just really talking about maybe some sort of heartache this person's gone through in the past. It's always the way, right? Or maybe they regret something in the past, and it's kind of it's coloring their future. But that's always the way, isn't it? So if you can have maybe a conversation, may help. Yeah. Yes, it's better to be the person just to point out the elephant in the room. Absolutely, Melissa. You may as well. I'm kind of like that too. Yeah. But yeah, it looks good. It looks like you've got a good connection here. You're with someone that is compatible with you. They like the attention maybe of a lot of people. With the Seven of Cups here again, a lot of people, a lot of options. This person likes their options to be open. They're not really, they're a bit commitment phobic. That's all. But again, I feel that with the Six of Swords here, that it can be resolved. There is a way forward. You just need to be able to talk about it. And with the Sun card here for me, I'm feeling a heart to heart kind of conversation is needed. Yeah. But you're very similar and you understand each other, and that could be why communication will be just fine, because you understand each other, so you kind of get each other. Very similar, same ambitions, maybe both quite ambitious. But yeah, okay, so let's do the air signs, Gemini, Libra, and Aquarius for love. The Ace of Cups, the Hermit card. Are you in love with a Virgo? Star card, Aquarius. The Empress, Libra. Eight of Cups, Pisces. Magician card, Mercury energy. Communication is your forte. Eight of Discs. Okay, so the overall energy is wanting to put work in something, wanting to focus on something, seeing the value in something, taking something seriously. The Knight of Wands and the Death card. So this could be for you air signs, a change in your approach, or maybe your person changing their approach when it comes to their relationship with you. So maybe in the past with the King of Wands, this person wasn't very committal, was kind of in and out, not really stable, many plates spinning, hard to pin down kind of thing, or maybe outright a playboy. I feel that with the Eight of Discs here, this is showing that this energy will change, especially with the Death card underneath it. There could be someone's making a commitment to change. Someone's saying, you know what, I'm going to change. I'm going to do things differently. I'm going to try. So someone's making a commitment to that change, which is great. So the Death card also suggests, especially with the Empress card here, that this will take time. It won't be a quick change, although this person seems to be very sure that this is the right path to be taken and it's going to only lead to more good things. So yeah, the Ace of Cups again confirms that there is this new love here. There's been a change of heart for somebody, and there is a new love here. So Spirit is saying there is a new love. There is a new opportunity for love for you. The Eight of Cups as well talks to me about that movement forward. In love, taking a more mature approach in love, kind of moving out of the honeymoon phase and into the serious phase of love. So yeah, it may not be that much fun, but when I say fun, it might not be that exciting. You know, this person's not in and out, the drama's gone. But especially with the Hermit card here, definitely the drama's gone. There's no drama. This is like cutting, the Hermit card is like cutting everything back to basics. But in this case, it's kind of more of this, like realizing what's really important. Realizing what's really important here. Oh, hey. Oh, hi. Oh, hey. Hi, Lisa Jade. How you doing? Please, can you tell me what is going on with my ex, Vince, as I've started thinking about him a lot. We have no contact. I'm Sag. He's Virgo. Okay, I will definitely do that for you. Thank you so much for your donation. I really, really appreciate it. I'll do it straight after this. And it's good to see you here too, Lisa. Okay, so yeah, there will be take a more serious approach taken, I feel, for a lot of swords energy people or air signs. There could even be a trip as well involved here. The star card here again is about delaying pleasure for me in a lot of ways. It is about having a far-reaching star, something that, you know, reaching for the stars, you end up on the moon. So like there is a lot of hope here. So again, it is kind of confirming that this is a new change, this is a new approach. We don't know how it's going to go, but I'm going to give it my best shot. So someone's like, I don't know how it's going to go, but I'm going to give it my best shot. I don't want to be so maybe indecisive, or I don't want to be so non-committal. I see that you're kind of worth more than that, so I want to offer you more than that. I mean, it may not play out exactly how I'm saying it, but this is the way I can get the messages to you. But yeah, something along those lines of, you know, if someone comes back to you, they may not say to you, I'm going to do my best, but know that this person has made that personal decision to do their best. So, and that it's because they may have, you know, far-reaching goals. They want the best in life. They want to be. They want a family. They want it all. You know, like everyone does. They're ambitious. They don't want the mediocre life. They don't want to just settle and give up. And they have hope and they have faith and they want to kind of work in that faith. You know, but yeah, there's a lot of love and emotions here for you as well. Okay, this is the Aquarius card. So definitely if you're an Aquarius, there's someone out there, it seems, that's very much in love with you and is committed. Yeah, and the Magician card as well talks again about this person being empowered to make a change, learning something new, educating themselves, getting the information and the knowledge they need, practicing new things, new skills, seeing how they go. You know, like the alchemists would back in the day, would be trying to do this and that to Mercury and I don't know, other elements to see if they could make lead into gold. And it was trial and error the whole way. So yeah, definitely that energy here of we're going to try this. We're going to try and maybe start over. Maybe this is about someone starting over. The death card was in reverse, so this could be somebody from the past, most definitely. Seven of Discs, yeah, something that maybe didn't reach fruition in the past, that wasn't given a fair shot, even maybe, or maybe you gave up on something too soon. And yeah, that could have been because of some sort of immaturity with the Knight of Wands, or lack of commitment, you know. The Empress card, again, can talk about this person, especially if you're a woman, them seeing you as very beautiful, having it all, mature as well. They may see you as quite mature, or you may be taking a more mature approach. But ultimately, the Empress card is the card of love, but a mature love, an honor and respect for the divine feminine, really. So it's about respecting, maybe this person was a bit chauvinistic, or maybe this person was a bit insensitive to your needs, maybe as a woman, and maybe this person now realizes how dumb they were being to be so maybe macho or egotistical, with the Knight of Wands. And especially with the Death card, does talk about a death of the ego. So maybe someone's kind of humbling themselves a bit, especially with the Hermit card. But yeah, this is new to them, and they're learning how to be a better person in a relationship. So let's get this question done for you, Lisa. My Aquarius daughter always said, I'm indecisive. I call it not having expectations. Yeah, there's always another perspective, right? Okay. All right. Okay, that's for you, Lisa. This Knight of Swords has come out so much. Okay. So you want to know what's going on with Vince? Like, what's going on with him? Like, who he's dating, or what he's doing, or what he thinks of you? Okay, your Sachi's a Virgo. We've got a Knight of Swords coming out here, though, so it's an air energy, but that could be Virgo energy, because Virgo is ruled by an air planet. Let's leave that to the side. Okay. Lisa, these are the cards that we got. So we got the Knight of Swords here that kind of flew out. So, I mean, his energy is about, it can be, for me, a lot of the time, yeah, it can be someone who does come back, or someone who wants to rescue a situation. Often that's what I get, someone who fights for something that they believe in, or that they know to be true, someone who fights for the truth. I don't know if maybe he's a chef or he cooks. There's someone here depicted as cooking. Let's see. Oh, sorry. Okay. All right. So are you in each other's energy? Okay. With regards to are you in each other's energy, I've got the Page of Swords and the King of Cups. So the King of Cups would talk about obviously, yeah, definitely having someone in your heart, someone who kind of still lingers, someone who you have happy memories with. Um, the Page of Swords would talk about maybe someone who does maybe possibly check up on you from time to time, or yeah, definitely someone who maybe still lingers in their thoughts and in their heart. They hold really happy memories of you, and they may not actually talk to you, but if they know your Facebook page, if they know your social media, if there's a way that they can see how you're doing, maybe you have a website, maybe you do writing or something like that, or maybe you're in similar circles or something, maybe mutual friends. They could be yeah, that they could use that way to like contact or find out about you. He's a courier. Okay. All right. Well, no. I kind of picked this up as his energy, and I kind of saw him more as, I mean, the courier. This could be someone, if the couriers, and then they delivers food, but yeah, this can talk about someone who travels quite a lot, someone who's always on the move. I don't know. Yeah, I mean, the lovers card here is here centrally, so it is like confirming that there was a lot of chemistry between you both, and it was a very pleasant, maybe loving experience, and that could maybe have led to something more. There was a definite chemistry, a definite connection that, yeah, I don't think that can be denied. The wild card here and the hanged man, both here, do suggest a kind of stoppage. The wild card does talk about, something pretty much being reached its conclusion, something being wrapped up. So I feel like it was a special connection. It could have been even karmic to an extent, with the world card here. But I do feel like there is like an end, you know, especially with the King of Cups here. It's as if they have feelings, and with the Page of Swords, they check you out, but they don't actually do anything. They don't act on their feelings. They just hold their feelings inside. The Page of Swords as well, this stark difference between the King of Cups and Page of Swords would suggest that maybe there's an age difference, or this person just feels like you're a lot further ahead than they are. And so therefore there may not be any point in, let's just keep it a happy memory. Um, but yeah, they do think of you. So maybe that's why you uh, maybe have picked up on their energy. Um, because with the Page of Swords here, definitely you're on their mind. They want to, they kind of are curious about you. You've left a lot to their imagination. You've left a lot for them to kind of think about. So again, these memories are here. The Moon card again can talk about secrets or not knowing, memories. So yeah, it's like you're a distant memory kind of thing. Like you're a memory. that I think they hold dear. And the Four of Cups, again, something that didn't grow. It didn't grow, it stopped. It stopped. Like it just didn't grow. And but it was not to say that doesn't take away from the experience. So the Four of Cups can suggest that it was a very, very lovely time, but didn't become anything. And it is what it is. And you know, you'll never know. It's that feeling of you'll never know with the moon card, you'll never know what would happen. But that then leads the imagination with the moon card to do all sorts of get on all sorts of roads. The Seven of Wands here was in the past, so I don't know if there was an issue maybe with having to put your foot down on an issue. Maybe you just felt like there was a certain standard. Maybe this person didn't meet a standard that you had. Maybe you were both too opinionated, or it was hard for you to. I don't know. I'm getting power struggles, but not that you would maybe. It would be overt and obvious. It would be more maybe claims of independence, something like that, something similar, some sort, you know, standing your grounds on issues. Both kind of maybe just being on two very different paths, you know, and no one's backing down from their path. You both want to go, you want to continue doing what you're doing. So, you know, maybe just at that point your paths won't align, but it was a beautiful experience less, or, you know, a loving experience with Lover's card. Yeah. Hey, hi there. Yeah, Five of Wands, again, power struggles. So this person could feel like that you're kind of maybe too good for them, or like they can't make a move. From their perspective, they can't make a move. Like they can't. With the Hanged Man, there's they maybe don't have the confidence. They don't feel like they're the type to make a move. Maybe this person's more of a receiver kind of thing, you know. Sorry if I'm being so vague. I don't know why the messages are coming through. Okay, yeah, the Seven of Wands does suggest that there was a standoff. Like you both said, no, well, I want this and I want this, and it's like, okay, well then, when no one's gonna back down, so you know, it is what it is. And the Lovers card can talk about a decision, and then the Wild card, it ended. But this person does think you're lovely and you had a good time, and yeah, so that's basically, yeah. Oh, so it could be a Page of Swords, somebody else that's interested. Maybe, yeah. I mean, the King of Cups is here, so there's definitely a King of Cups here for you. But I did pull these cards for Vince, so maybe this Knight of Swords is someone, because this just flipped out and it doesn't. And I got the feeling like I'm not even going to read this card. I kind of put it over there because I just didn't feel it was part of this. So maybe this is someone new. The Knight of Swords. Yeah, maybe an air sign. Maybe they cook or they work in a kitchen. You know, they're possibly, or they like food. They want to take you out to eat. Yeah, so yeah, I think that Vince still kind of thinks about you, yes, in a positive way. And I think that he really wanted things to, continue, that it could have been something, but obviously with the Lovers card here, there was a choice to be made, and it was wrapped up pretty quick, shut down. And the Moon card here, yeah, the Moon card can talk about a possible fear of commitment or a fear of love, fear of intimacy, fear of really showing you who they are. This person seems to be lacking a bit of maturity, maybe. They've got, the Hangman would suggest they've got a lot of growing to do. They've got a lot of growing to do, or had at the time. But definitely power struggles here, arguments. Yeah, new beginnings. Yeah. So I think you just let go of this and you just moved on, didn't you? Yeah. So that's the reading. I hope that it answered your question. Sorry it was a bit vague. I don't know why it came out as vague as it did, but I hope that it helped somewhat. Do let me know. If you've got any more questions, let me know and I'll try and pull some more cards. Maybe I'll use a different deck. But yeah. Oh, he thought you weren't serious. Wow. Well, I mean, the King of Cups has come in through to the reading for this Page of Swords, which you said you continually pull out. So I would take that as a good sign that, yeah, this person probably is quite emotional. I don't know if you said that they may be an air sign, but coming up as a water sign as well. So they could have a strong water placement, Maybe they've got their moon or their rising or their ruling planet in a water sign or aspected by a water planet or something. This person's quite emotional, so it could be why they're quite sensitive. So yeah, I think keeping honest and good communication and being, honesty even more so with this person would help greatly because they're quite emotional. Oh, hey. Hi, PLW22. I have some things going on with my health. Will I be okay? Okay, I'll pull some cards for you. Yeah, Virgo sun. Yeah, Scorpio. Definitely that even the Page of Swords can even be someone that's a little bit suspicious, doesn't trust things, So yeah, this Scorpio rising that you have, they see everything. You're welcome. You're welcome. I wish it could have been like more specific. It looks like there was like lots of messages maybe coming through, or I don't know, but that was a bit vague. But yeah, I'm glad that it could help. I'm really glad that it could help. Okay, so let's find out about the health of PLW. Thank you so much for your donation and your question. After this, I'm going to be coming offline because I need to go and prepare for my children coming back from school. Let me see. Okay, so the Ace of Cups would suggest that there will be healing for you, as well as the 10 of Discs. So you've got some quite positive omens. You've also got the 3 of Discs as well. These two cards both speak about an improvement of health, or maybe an improvement on a health regime. It may be that you need to definitely look at emotional issues that could be affecting you. So this could be issues around forgiveness, regret, missed opportunities, regret, those kind of feelings, uh, you know, uh, and everything that comes with that, like wanting revenge, or not being able to let go of an issue, beating yourself up, things like that. That may need to be let go of. Absolutely, there needs to be healing in that area. It may be wise to maybe even speak to a counselor, possibly, that could help with regards to kind of getting some things off your chest. But there will be a turnaround. I thought there will be healing. Water also seems to be, I feel, healing for you as well. So maybe if you're into it, take spiritual baths as well, but also just take relaxing baths. This is about healing the body. So a lot of nurturing, self-nurturing, healing the body, long baths, any emotional issues that you could be holding on to. Do try to acknowledge those things. Don't keep them hidden. As they're pressed down, they come up through the body. That's what the Judgment card, I feel, is saying to me. So there has to be some effort made in those areas, as well as, the physical things that you can do. Again, we've got the Sun card, we've got the Wheel of Fortune, the Judgment card, the Ten of Coins, and the Ace of Cups. So I feel very confident in telling you that your health will improve. There will be an improvement. And like spirits wants to let you know that this will come about a lot quicker if you're able to deal with any emotional issues. Again, any hurt, disappointment that you've had, heartbreak. Sometimes we could be heartbroken and we won't realize how much we're still holding on to those negative feelings, and often really just beating ourselves up about the decisions that we've made in the past. We've got the Lovers card here that came out of the deck. So again, maybe past lovers, decisions that you've made in the past. Maybe you had to make a very difficult decision in the past. Maybe that's what this is talking about. That maybe you still remember, you still think about. That could be something to do with that. Or maybe you're not making a decision about something as well, about letting go. Again, we've got the Three of Swords here in the past. This could be talking about operations, most definitely, but it could also be talking about, again, past hurts. Something may have hurt you in the past that was very heartbreaking, was very disappointing. It was and you may need to let go of some of those past hurts. It may not be one thing, actually. It could be various different, traumas that we all experience in our life that you may need to let go of. You need to move on. You need to let go. There could be an element of, sometimes we're more comfortable in an uncomfortable position simply because we're used to it. So you may need to be brave and step out of that, because that's giving you a false sense of security here. I can see it's actually maybe coming up in illness, because nothing, as much as you might try to push something down, it will come up. This particular thing anyway. Into your inner work, your inner self, your higher self, and doing more of an internal spiritual kind of renewal or healing. Maybe Reiki healing might be good. Things like that can also bring about. So this could be like psychosomatic as they say. Is that what it's called? Psychosomatic, when something that's going on in like your mind, or that you sometimes we hold trauma in our body. That could be also contributing here. But the Eight of Wands as well is telling me that there'll be good news, there'll be good progress, there'll be a speedy recovery here. Yeah, things are looking good. It looks like, and it's the Eight of Wands is also about being optimistic and being innovative as well. So again, looking at new ideas, new ways of doing things, thinking outside of the box, looking at something from a different angle, and being optimistic, keeping a positive mindset is also going to help you. Speaking positive things into existence as well with the Eight of Wands here. And the King of Wands is about feeling empowered in a situation, knowing that, what you focus on grows as well. The King of Wands is all about, you know, taking action. And he's a positive guy. He's physically very positive and vital. Again, you will regain this strength. You will regain energy. And the Page of Discs, you may need to change the way that you eat. You may need to learn new eating habits, exercise regimes. This has got a lot to do maybe with your lifestyle, to be honest, and emotional memories that you've maybe held in your body and your mind. I mean, it may not be that it solves all of your problems, but it looks like it will greatly help. So, and to be honest with you, in answer to your question, just your direct question was simply, is it going to improve? I can say yes, but yeah, that's how my readings are. I tend to answer the question, but also tell you whatever else Spirit wanted you to know. So I hope that helps. PLW 22. It looks like you're going to be just fine. Looks like you will. Yeah. Yeah, I think you'll be fine. So that's the question. You're welcome. You're welcome. That's the questions completed. That's that's the reading. Yeah, that's the reading or the readings. Thank you so much for being here. I love you all. And yeah, thanks for everything. Thank you for your support. Thank you for your comments. Love you lots. I'm gonna go and deal with my little tribe now. Yeah. What's holding on to? Yeah. No, you're welcome. You're welcome. In terms of what you're holding on to, Spirit hasn't really been. I mean, you may need to look to see what areas of your life, when it comes to relationships, are you finding challenges. I think that will be the clear indication as to where the hurt is, because then that will tell you where maybe you're not functioning in the best way. And then you can say, okay, so why do I do that? Why do I like doing that? Why am I comfortable doing that? Is it getting me my results? And then that might show the little kink in your armor where you need to maybe straighten that out. So yeah, that's what I would say here. This does talk about, usually for me, this talks about that very first heartbreak when you realize that, this is, for me, this is like maybe your first heartbreak when you're 16, or that's that total heartbreak. So yeah, I don't know if it's talking about a specific incident or maybe just generally just trauma as we just live through life. So yeah, that's it. Thank you so much for being here. I love you all so much, and I will speak to you next time. I'll try and do another live like maybe next week. But yeah, take care. Mwah. Bye. Didn't I turn this thing off?